Now, listen, you guys, it seems like Nicki Minaj is out there paying the transformer dust, and that is sending her over the edge. And we're going to be talking about her going back and forth with that girl, that red hair. And we're also going to be discussing about lottery ticket giving Lil Kim some cramps now that she's no longer, seeing eye to eye with Nicki Minaj. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello tea lovers and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing, and without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about Nicki Minaj and the Transformer. Now, it is no secret that, recently things have been hectic in as far as the Transformer is concerned. You do know that, she went in hard on Joe Biden, and Joe Biden was out there apologizing to her for what? I do not know why Joe Biden found the need to apologize to this woman. But again, it's not the first time this has happened. We've seen women like her being treated with kid gloves, whilst women who do not look like her don't get the same, the same respect. So I'm just like, it's okay, Joe, if you're choosing to be a clown in 2024, and if that increases your bank balance, oh well, that's that, okay? So it seems like she decided to respond to Joe Biden's apology in a lengthy message, and I will read that message and I will comment on that. Well, she said, I've got love for you, Joe. I got love for you, Joe, but you've been changing your tone on me real heavy the last 3 years, whether music or personal. Like when I was going through real ish with my marriage in December, you went on your platform and tried to make that about somebody else and what they got going on. I know criticism comes with the territory, but sometimes the narrative y'all decide to go run with will be so toxic. It's all love though. See you soon, okay? Clearly that was not a handwriting. I'm assuming Ken Barbie wrote this. Seeing that there are no grammatic mistakes and things like that, I don't think that she wrote this. But that being said, that's exactly what they've been trying to to do. I told you before that she's gonna go on the platform, she's gonna be having an interview, and Joe is going to be helping her with the rollout. And I told you that Joe is actually going to go and listen to the album beforehand, because this is what she has always wanted, okay? That being said, now from now, you guys, if you do hear Joe Biden changing his tune, just know that, they're trying to do another rollout. Now, also, do you notice how she keeps on emphasizing with the marriage in December, December this, December this? December is the month that traumatized her. December 2023 is the month that traumatized her, because that was when Nicki Minaj dropped Pink Friday 2, and she realized that, you know what, the H train is long gone and it's not coming back. And when she realized that, you know what, Nicki is coming out here with a masterpiece, it was for her. She did not expect this to happen. So it was a traumatic month for her to see that. And her continuously mentioning the December thing, she's trying to latch on to Nicki Minaj in some way, okay? That's why she kept on mentioning the interview with Nicki Minaj. She wants that Nicki Minaj interaction so bad. And the fact that Joe Biden was even coming, talking about now my relationship with Nicki, like that. That is them trying to put them in the same, algorithm, in the same conversations. And I'm just like, Joe, please, when you were going in hard on Nicki Minaj, like, you're not even doing a quarter of the things that you've done to Nicki Minaj. And when you were doing all those things, you never came out here and said that, my relationship with Cardi B, people would think that I'm doing this to Nicki. You never were understanding when it comes to Nicki Minaj. You never even told us that you guys were out here giving each other lap dances and things like that. So, yeah, Joe has gotten back to the normal factory settings. And let's see how far this is going to take them. Because despite these antics that they have been recently doing, she's been flopping left, right, and center. She literally came on the internet unclad, shaking her behind to the song that, she recently released with Rob 49, and still then people are not checking for her, and still then people are over the strip club antics. People are just over it, okay? And at this point, I'm convinced that no amount of propaganda from Joe, Ibro, Charlamagne, or anyone will be able to save her. And the earlier she realizes this, the better. the better it becomes for her, the better it becomes for the record label. The H train is not happening again. So that entire Nicki Minaj thing, running around trying to recruit Remima, trying to include Drake and things like that, because she also mentioned academics and Drake. And the reason why she was, throwing in Drake in the mix is because she knows that Drake and academics are cool, and that's her trying to do a little recruiting thing. But after Pink Friday 2, Nicki Minaj can go through anything and she will still come up on top of everything. Now, I love the way that Nicki is handling this. I love that she did not go direct at her, or she didn't say that, well, this has got nothing to do with me. I love that she's doing her own thing in her own lane, talking to her babs on station head, speaking in code. I'm glad that she's actually speaking in code. So whether she's responding to the transformer is in code, I'm glad that she's not giving her anything to hold on to so that they can have a direct interaction, because at this moment she wants it so bad. She wants it to the point where even in a tour now, you can tell that she's even willing to kumbaya with Nicki Minaj just so they will kind of be in the same conversation. You can tell by now that she wants peace. But you can't want peace after trying, actively working hard to try and end somebody's career that they put their hard work, their sweat in. And you just think that coming with your lap dances, you're gonna come and, displace this woman. That's very disrespectful to the craft. Now, understand this. My problem is not the transformer coming in or new people coming in. But if you're coming in and your pen and the game is fair and you displace somebody, it's okay. But if you're coming in with these foreplays, with these powerful industry machines behind you, I'm sorry, I would not stand for that. I really will not stand for that. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Now, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, still speaking about her, you guys remember that girl that was going back and forth with her, and the girl that read her down and she had to delete some of her tweets. It seems like she's still holding on to that, and I feel like at this point she just needs somebody to beef with so that she can be talked about, because without the beef, the song is not doing the motion. So it seems like, well, she's now going against this girl, saying that, well, this girl wants, her husband. And there are a couple of tweets. There are actually several tweets where the girl seemingly is talking about Offset in December when they were having, that fight and things like that. And I'm just like, oh, like, seriously, I don't think that girl was that serious about wanting your men. Bringing your men in this conversation, man, it always doesn't do you any good. That man embarrasses you left, right, and center. So he's not a talking point when you're arguing. I will insert those snippets, you guys, and also let me know what you think about that. And amidst that, she's also coming for this man, saying that, oh my God, you're such an Uber driver. You look like an Uber driver. And I'm like, this is what I'm always talking about when I say that this girl is not smart. Because why can't you not find something personal to attack something with? You don't have PR training. You don't have media training. Okay? You look at that guy, you could talk about his glasses, you could talk about his personal face, you could talk about a lot of things. There's a lot of things that you could insult him about, but instead you're going out attacking Uber drivers and speaking down on a profession. And I'm just looking at her like, oh, you're not smart. That's just politically wrong. But anyway, I guess she does that because she knows she can get away with that. The next thing that we are going to talk about, lottery ticket. It seems like Latto is out there all of a sudden giving Lil Kim, flowers. And at this point, I do not know whether Lil Kim should be taking this as, love. If I were here, I would probably be offended by now. But in true Lil Kim style, of course, she's flattered, because as long as Nicki Minaj is not being mentioned, as long as the girl who's mentioning her fell out with Nicki Minaj, then she feels content. And it's very sad looking at her. She allows these girls to play in her face. So during her interview, this is what Lottery Ticket said. Well, she cited Mariah Carey, Beyonce, and Lil Kim and Kelis as influence for her upcoming album Sugar Honey Iced Tea. And and then Lil Kim was out there reposting that stuff. I guess she was so flattered. And I'm just looking at her like, Lil Kim, you do know that if Lottery Ticket hadn't fallen out with Nicki Minaj, she wouldn't have given you the time of the day nor the night. You are basically second pick at this time. And it's said that being the icon that you are, You are allowing this little girl to play in your face and you're playing side dish like this. And the funny thing is that the president of RCA Records said, I haven't loved a female rap album since Lil Kim. There's songs I love, but this album from top to bottom is that. She put in work and is curated. And Lil Kim also posted that, and then this is what Lil Kim also reposted. She reposted a picture, I guess, from the interview, which said, "What about Lil Kim? Any connection between Big Mama and Big Mama thing?" And then she said, "I swear to God, no." My producers reminded me of that, and I was like, "Oh, ish. I hope she doesn't take that as offensive. Like I'm trying to run off with the swag." Did you catch the shade? Like I'm trying to run off with a swag. You know who else Lil Kim felt like was running off with a swag? Nicki Minaj. And then she said, but I spell mine different. And Kim loved me down. Me and Kim like this. Crosses fingers. That's my B. I don't even think it's like a Kim or Latto thing. It's just a female's boast up version of herself. Oh my God. Look, Kim, are you this desperate for approval of these young little girls? Lottery ticket was literally running around in a diapers in a Barbie chain. It's the one you're allowing to play with you. You know very well that had she not fallen out with Nicki Minaj, this wouldn't be a thing. So what are you doing, Kim? Like, what is this? So she posted that picture and said, "Love you down, Big Mama at Latto. I've always told you that we are so much alike." Always. Always told her that you're so much alike. I bet when she was running around with a little Barbie chain and pink clothes, you were so tight about that. Oh my God, this is embarrassing, honestly. And then Lil Kim also said, period, poo. Now, I don't know, you guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this drama that Lil Kim and Lottery Ticket are trying to pull off. Like, this is hilarious. And at the same time, it's pretty pathetic on Lil Kim's behalf because, yeah, these girls are playing in your face. The same thing that Bongo 2 did. You did that Plan B remix. She paid a dust, did not acknowledge its existence at all. So I don't know. If she likes being used, we love it. Okay. Anything to make her feel like she's not forgotten. I get it. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about, Drake, okay? It seems like Drake is out there linking up with 50 Cent, and this is actually being received with mixed feelings, with some people feeling like, well, he's now pandering to 50 Cent because he wants some sort of alliance. Now, do I think that him being associated with 50, or if 50 is on his side, that will probably help him? Absolutely, I believe it. I believe that, well, in association with 50 Cent, if 50 Cent decides to be on your side, it's gonna somehow help you because you do know that he's the king of petty. 50 has no problem dragging any person. This man does not care who you are. So I get it. I get him wanting to be associated with 50 Cents and things like that. But at the same time, 50 Cent is also not very slow. He's very smart also. And I'm sure he can tell when somebody is trying to use him for, clout or for protection or for defense. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Now, moving on to the most absurd thing that I've seen on the internet today. There are people out there who have the audacity to compare the Lauryn Hill to the Transformer. Somebody said, so why does people keep asking? I guess they wanted to say, why do people keep asking Cardi about another album, but when Lauryn Hill only released one album, y'all didn't have that same energy for her? No, a person with 5 senses literally came out and asked this. A person who is deemed to be sane came out and asked this question of why we are not demanding another album from Lauryn Hill and why we are not using the same standards on the Transformer with Lauryn Hill, and basically comparing Invasion of Payola with Miseducation. Now, I just want to show you that these are the people that you guys will be going back and forth with on Twitter. So when I tell you sometimes that it's not worth it engaging, this is what I'm talking about. Like, what business do you have arguing with somebody who thinks like this? But this is how majority of body gang thinks. This is actually how they think. So when you waste your energy going back and forth with these people, with people who think like this on Twitter, what are you doing? Literally, what are you doing? It's the audacity for me, you guys. It's the delusion for me, you guys. It's them thinking that they actually have got a point in an argument. This point, the Lauryn Hill to the wicked witch from the pole. I don't know what to say except I'm just disappointed. I'm just extremely disappointed, and this is highly disrespectful to the art. This is very disrespectful to the art. This is very disrespectful to Lauryn Hill. This is very disrespectful to hip hop overall. What business do you have comparing to comparing Lauryn Hill's album to the Transformers album? Please, people should get real. Okay. Anyway, the next thing that we're going to talk about, there's a video that is circulating on the internet of Nicki Minaj talking about record labels and how they try to do her dirty, and why this entire situation is mostly about her being a black businesswoman, and how a lot of these YT record label executives will always try to antagonize and fight against her. Like, this is not anything that's only limited to music. This happens all the time. This happens in corporate. This happens in any other business where you see that if you are like a woman of color who's trying to make it, who's trying to be a mogul, they will come for you. If it means colluding together just to make sure that you won't have a piece of the pie, they will do that. So I really cringe each time when I look at people not understanding why there is so much hate for Nicki Minaj, and why these YT executives would rather spend a lot of money to make sure that they end her. It's because they do not want, the amount of power that she has to increase. Because as it is right now, she has got a legion of followers, of fans that will do anything to support her. And they do know that if she does continue as a force like that, and if she does get talented people, and then she gets the same platforms that they get in as far as publicity and media is concerned, and she has those followers that she has, they know that any female rapper that would be signed to Nicki Minaj would be unstoppable. And they don't like it because, well, Nicki Minaj is the one that will be benefiting from that. Do you get it? If they don't tell these radio stations to stop, supporting anything associated with Nicki Minaj, trust me, if she were to sign any talented female rapper, it would be chaos. So now their threatening point to these female rappers is, oh, well, if you do sign to Nicki Minaj, if you associate with Nicki Minaj, you know what it means. Black Bold on radio media is constantly going to be on your case. Especially mainstream media, they will write false articles. They will be against you, and you don't want that as an upcoming artist. Hence, these girls are intimidated and are scared of associating or getting signed to Nicki Minaj, because these are the threats that they get from these industry executives. So it kind of sucks when you see people jumping onto the bandwagon of saying, oh, Nicki Minaj is this, oh, Nicki Minaj, oh, she should this, oh, she's nasty. A majority of the people, you ask them, what has she done to you, or what has she done for you, to say that they don't have anything to say about that. Some will bring up Kenneth. But then when you look at it, they've been hating even before Kenneth came along. So honestly, it's just so very sad. But I would just insert a snippet of Nicki Minaj talking to Joe Biden about that entire situation. And I don't think that after that snippet, I will still come back to talk to you. So let me just say my goodbyes right now. Thank you very much, you guys, for watching. And thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. Until my next one, see you.
Artists come in the game and they sign to the man, and they sign their life away to the man. How come the first person they come on social media and complain about ain't the man? How come y'all rather come on social media and complain about a black businesswoman? Now, here's the thing. If I was a 70-year-old white man and you wanted me to do anything for you. Hey, gang. You know what those white dudes in the office tell y'all? You gotta sign the paperwork. I can't give you a check. I can't promote you. I can't market you. But Nicki Minaj is expected to promote and market y'all. Never once have I heard somebody say, I know what this woman does or what she brings. I'm going to give her a percentage. I'm going to sign her label. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that.
Why do you think that is?
Entitlement.
Oh,
and because they've, when you see so many people ganging up on somebody and beating them down, like how I've been ganged up on and beat down, you feel like there's always a place to do that, because you know that when you do it, you'll always get people backing. When artists come in the game and they sign